Car down there in the parking spot. Had to walk through this little fenced-in area trail here. They've got revegetation going on. There's signage on the outside of the fence saying, "Please don't trample. We're trying to get stuff to grow." Anyway, I think I'm gonna set up here. There's a little tent pad. I do have my little bivy tent for tonight. I'm not sure I'm gonna take it on the trail. I might hammock on the trail. I'm not gonna hammock here because they have the bivy sites, or they have the tent pit sites, so they probably want you to not use the trees. So no fires allowed. They've got rocks on top of the fire pits to remind you, because there's extreme fire danger this time of year. I don't have any neighbors tonight. Even the park host site is empty to here. This is Lower Scorpion. They probably have scorpions here. Of course, there's a little outhouse there, so I can use that. I'm going to bring my minimum stuff up here. I'm going to bring my tent, my cook kit, some meal stuff, and everything else is going to stay in the car. Tent, sleeping gear, and that sort of stuff will be about all I bring out tonight. Anyway, that's home for the night. So since it's the first night tonight, I'm going to have my heaviest meal. I've got beef taco filling here and nacho cheese sauce to go over some pasta. Really simple, easy to make, but because this is the bulky stuff, it's heavy. I'm having it the first night before I hit the trail. I'm just sitting at a picnic table. Got my camp over there. I'm using my little cheap Ozark Trail stove. That was $14.99 at Walmart. Coleman Max pot. As you can see, it's marked for up to 800 milliliters, so 3/4 of a liter basically. More than I'll need for individual meals on the trail. Also, since I'm making this meal tonight, it's the one that's probably the most wasteful of water, and I have plenty of water here because I've got the car with me still, and it's still a little al dente, so back in the pot it goes to simmer a bit more. Maybe turn the flame up just a tad. Is ready, so I'm gonna drain it off. Go ahead and turn off my heat here. Gonna drain it, and then I'll stir in my taco meat and my cheese sauce. Of course, I can't do that while I'm filming, so I'll have to pause all this. I'm going to be using my quart-size Ziploc freezer bag to cook everything, just prepare everything in. So let me see if I can figure out a way to do this so y'all can watch. Okay, not the best, but let's see if I can do this. Now, it's important to use freezer bags because they can handle the heat of the hot meal. I've never eaten this taco filling before either, so this might be an adventure in what not to eat next time I go camping. But we'll see. See if I can use my pot as a camera holder. Don't know what you're seeing, what you're not seeing, but I'm going to go ahead and try to make this work now. Yeah, of course, ripping that doesn't do any good. So you can maybe see here, it didn't open all the way. Oh, there we go. Okay, meat's in. Now I'll put a cheese sauce pack in. Trying to not be messy, but I'm not being really successful at staying clean. And I apologize if you're not seeing what I'm doing very well, because I can't see what the camera sees. Okay, start with just one cheese and stir that in and see what happens. It's a little warm, but it's not too hot. Okay, one cheese might almost have been enough, but I'm not quite getting the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and put the second cheese in, just to be good. Now squeezing the bag can kind of help get stuff off the bottom too. And the cheese sauce is running down through the noodles. But overall, I'd say my dinner is ready. Bon appetit. Not horrible. Not the best, but it's not horrible. So there we got beef taco filling, Rico's nacho sauce, and just some pasta that we had at the house. I measured out 2 servings of pasta. Figured that would be about the right amount. And consistency wise, it seems to be about right. It's done, trash is thrown away. Well, stashed in the car. It's already dropped to about 80 degrees, which is remarkable because it was right under 100 when I got here, and it's only been a couple hours. As you can see, the sun has basically set where I am, just a little bit on the mountain over here still, and the moon's up already. So it's gonna be a full moon pretty much all week, it says. So I should be able to see outside my tent, move around if I had to in the dark. I do have my little tiny hat light, as well as a headlamp, a little more light for later if I need it. So just walking down the road here a little bit from my campsite, just to see what there is to see. I'm not going to go very far because it's going to get dark, it's going to get cold, and I'm going to want to set up my bed and probably climb into it. Maybe read a little bit of the book I got. Tomorrow my plan is to go to the visitors and I'm not sure exactly when they open, so I'm not really in a rush. Check in, see what the trail situation's like. I'm probably just going to hike up the middle fork of the Gila until I feel like eating lunch. And then I'll probably make camp wherever I eat lunch. And maybe take a nap. Set up my solar panel and charge up batteries and such to make sure I got plenty of battery power for my CPAP especially. I should have enough for the first 3 nights, no problem, but part of this trip was designed to test out that system for future backpacking excursions. One thing is definitely sure, I'm gonna have to invest in a lightweight sleeping bag. The ones I've got a little lightweight sleeping bag, but it's only a 40-degree bag. If I'm gonna be backpacking serious, 40 degrees is not the comfort rating, that's the survival rating. I've actually got 2 of those, but that just makes it bulkier. Other equipment wise, I'm pretty much okay. Maybe another lightweight tent. The one I have is a 2-person tent. It weighs about 4 pounds, which isn't bad. But going alone, it's more space than I need inside, and it's more weight than I want to carry alone, and it's bulky. I didn't bring it this time. I brought a little 3-pound tech sport, the one you saw in the video earlier. That's old and worn out, but it's basically just keep the bugs off me while I'm here around where it's more likely to be bugs because of people. Or I'm not going to take it on the trail with me. I'm just going to suffer through the bugs if I end up with them in the trail. So let me show you under a little cliff here. They say that this area geologically is a result of a supervolcano explosion millions and millions of years ago. So most of the rock around here is either basaltic, like these, or tuff, I think. I slept through most of my geology class in college. And the only reason I took geology in college is because I didn't have any math other than millions of years ago for my science credit. But it still kind of interests me. I just didn't pay as much attention to it as I should have. So, probably not going to walk much further, but this is the west fork of the Gila River, somewhere down in all that. I will probably look on the cliff dwellings, which are about a mile from here. I'll probably go to them when I get back from a couple of days on the trail, and because it closes at 4 o'clock, I didn't know that. The cliff dwellings, they close at 4 because they don't want just your average vacation people on the trail after dark, so they close it at 4, which is kind of odd because the visitor center, the library, bookstore also closed at 4. I guess in the winter time, that's pretty good time because then people are off the trail by nightfall. But in the summertime, you'd think they stay open a little later. But I guess they want to be able to be consistent in their hours. So I'll get up in the morning, boil some water, eat my oatmeal. It'll probably be pretty cold, about 40 something. The lady at the trading post said it was going to be around 45, mid 40s. So I'll sleep good probably tonight. Get up, have a hot breakfast. Head to the visitor center. Check out what I'm going to check out. And decide if I want to buy the $20 serious trail map. I'm seriously thinking I'm not going to need it because I'm just going to hike up the river, I think. And as long as I can keep charging my phone off the batteries off the solar panel, I should be able to keep using my offline maps that I downloaded. So I'll be okay with that. And I know you're still in vertical mode and you're really not supposed to... Oh, look, a little game trail. You're not supposed to look at videos up and a power thing. But starting tomorrow, I'll be videoing horizontally. I brought a selfie stick so I can keep that and do that. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get ready for bed. Good night.